Alright, in today's video, we're going to demo how to enable OpenSSH on Windows 2025. So in Windows 2005, by default, the OpenSSH server is already installed. Okay, so that is very nice, Microsoft. So adding those Linux-like utilities. Okay, so and in this demo, we just demoed the basic, coming from the default. Okay, so we're gonna use a admin user to do the connection, and here is the demo system. I have a Windows Server 2025. The host name is W25 for short, and I'm gonna use user called administrator. After enable the OpenSSH, we're gonna test the connections. Either using Windows client or from a Linux client. Okay, so let's go to the web page. So if we go to here it is, Windows. What is new in Windows 25, right? So and one of the things it is OpenSSH. Okay, let me do a Control F. Open S Control F. OpenSSH. Okay, here it is. So starting Windows 2025, it says the Windows Server side component is installed by default in Windows 2025. So if we need to use it, it just simply enable or start it up. Okay, so it's just a basically Windows service. So it's fairly easy to enable it. If we do a search, we can see Microsoft documentation, get started Windows OpenSSH for Windows, right? So it's supported 25, 22, all the way to 16. But the older version, you either have to, like this one, have to manually download the install itself, or install it as a optional feature. But 2005 is already there. You just need to enable it. Okay, so to enable it, let's pick up this version and say enable 2000 for Windows 25. There's a couple of ways. One is use the GUI and you basically go to the server manager and enable it. Or you can go to PowerShell to enable it, just start the service. I believe you can also go to the service that standard like this one. If I open this, go to services, services. Yeah, you can use the classic services to enable the Windows service as well. So there's so in this demo, we're gonna go this one, go to the GUI because it's very simple to look at. Okay, here it is. When I open this Windows Server Manager, on the local server, you can see here it is, remote SSH access. Currently, it's disabled. So we're going to just simply click on this disable, then they will enable. Okay, so the first time they will ask if you want to do this or not. So we just say, okay, yes. So it should enable now. Let's refresh this system. It's still disabled. Maybe take like a few seconds. Okay, let's go to local server. Yeah, now it is enabled, right? So after enabled, so we'll be able to connect. However, we need to check the make sure the firewall is open between your server and the client. Okay, but my test is only local, so I don't have to do that. Okay. However, I do want to point out one thing. let me go this. Okay, let me open a command window. So this is my command window. Let me open a, this is the, so this is the server I'm on, W25. And if we see, we can do a netstat minus NA. So we're going to see what is listening right now. So we're going to see anything is listening, okay? This here, okay? So this is my system, and you can see it. And after we enable that, you can see the port 22 is listening. That is the SSH, okay? Also, also you can through the get service to see what is running. You can also see the same thing. For example, if I open, so I can see get service, right? So it's going to be called SSHD. It's just similar like in the Linux. So you see, OpenSSH server is running. The daemon name called SSHD. This is called also can be viewed from the from services. Those the GUI. It's called open. Let's see the open thing. Okay, open. Yeah, this one. Open. Let me do a refresh. Yeah, you see, OpenSSH server started. It was manual, not started. Now it is becomes automatic and it's running. Okay, so now the server is ready for us to connect. Okay, so I'm bringing up a command window. So I'm going to test the connection. Okay, so this is the upper window is a Windows client. So basically, I have the SSH utility. Okay, so we're going to use the SSH utility connector from Windows client to that server. As usual, it's going to be SSH. So we're going to give the username administrator at it's going to be at the server host name, right? So the first time they will ask to accept, basically they will the first time they will update the non-host file. So then we give the password. This is my password. Let me try one more time. Let me see what's going on. Maybe the main. I mistimed the one letter. Okay, let me Control C. Okay. The administrator. Okay. Then I'm in that server, and it is give us a by default a CMD command shell. Okay, so you see this is the DOS. So if you want by default to use PowerShell, you can also do the customization. So that is another by default, but you can switch the different from shell or PowerShell. The bash, not bash, the CMD shell from the PowerShell. Okay, but if you a PowerShell user, you want landed with PowerShell by default, then you have to customize the SSHD configuration file on the server side. Okay, so now let's go to another test. So on this one, I'm going to connect from a Linux server. So same thing, I'm going to use SSH and add administrator. Okay, so I intended to use the uppercase in this case. Just demo it's not case sensitive for the Linux from Linux to the Windows. Okay, if Linux to Linux, the case is sensitive. I think administrator. Okay, so same thing. This is the first time. We're going to accept. Then I'm going to, let's see. Yeah, so I'm logged on to the remote server. You can type a command to see the basic the CMD command, right? So this is the host name, or if it's a domain server, then this is going to domain and the username. And then, so you can run just like bring the remote server like to your desktop, and it is especially if you're managing like many servers, they from like either from a Windows host or Linux host. It'll be very handy to gather the information you need, and also you can do the similar thing. You can use a key pair. So for the key pair, I'm not going to demo here because the key pair it's a little bit different. Some like things different from Linux. So mainly the file permission on the Windows. If we need that, if you seriously use SSH to access the Windows server, then we need to research a little bit more and make sure that on the server side that those mainly those files, the permission on the server side. Let me just show you what on my Linux host. Oh, I'm already in that one. So basically, on the remote, make sure they are like authorized key and in the right permission and so on and so forth. It's called authorized key. Okay. And also, Windows have its own security, like a file permission. So regardless, this is the short video. It's just demo quick. And the SSH OpenSSH feature available for Windows 25.